Even as a hardened horror fan, occasionally I find something that genuinely scares the life out of me. My name's Scott, and if like me you love horror movies, make sure you drop me a like and a follow. The Fourth Kind is one of the scariest movies I have ever watched. I find this movie incredibly terrifying. This movie at its core is all about the loss of a family member as we follow Abigail Tyler and her family after the loss of their husband in a home invasion. That story alone is absolutely heart-wrenching. Her two children are really struggling with the loss of their father, her son blaming her, and her daughter has now gone blind, and honestly it's just horrific to watch. Throw into the mix that this is filmed as a pseudo-documentary where you start the film with Mia Djokovic telling you that she's reenacting live events, and they're going to show you actual footage of interviews and police footage from the real events of Abigail Tyler. It just ups the stakes so much more. This movie uses split screen masterfully, where you'll have Abigail Tyler's actual footage mixed in with Mia Djokovic's reenactment, and you will get this overlap of audio which just adds to the authenticity of this movie. Now, Abigail is a psychiatrist and she uses hypnotherapy to treat her patients, and in this process she's getting them to recount events that they have seen and things that have really creeped them out. They're all having the same dreams and the same sleep patterns, and they're being hounded by an owl. Yes, an owl. Owls are terrifying now. Like, I've never been bothered by birds, an owl has never freaked me out, but fuck this owl. This owl is absolutely petrifying, and that's because this owl is not an owl, it's an alien. Some of the hypnosis scenes in this are traumatic to the core, when you see grown men reduced to tears and quivering wrecks because of the things that they are seeing. There is even a scene in this where someone unalives himself and his family because he cannot cope with the horrific thing that he has seen. But the film only shows us the owl. We never see the monsters, which makes that even scarier, because what I can conjure in my head is infinitely worse than anything anyone can put on screen. And what makes this even more masterful is this is not based on true events. They are not using actual footage of Abigail Tyler. This footage is filmed with an actress. It is a mockumentary. Like, everything in this is framed to make us believe it's real, and it's not. This is the most convincing use of this since the Blair Witch Project, and man, I fully bought into it and had to go Google afterwards to see if this was based on real event. If you are terrified by anything extraterrestrial, this movie is probably not for you, because it will leave you with lights on and doors locked and panicked when you go to sleep. The Fourth Kind is an absolute masterpiece, and it gets so much hate because it was this fake documentary. But that's what it was meant to be. It was meant to make people believe it was real.